Yeah, that was a nice showing there by Iowa at Gill Coliseum. They were able to sell it out. Gill Coliseum, Oregon State was. That 9,000-seat venue out there. One of the few times it gets sold out during the course of the year. So nice job of that shot right there.
Valencia quickly in on the legs, able to finish, leading it 3-0. He's out of Morgan Hill, California. Did not wrestle last season. Been phenomenal on the freestyle scene.
Yeah.
Tech Seth Gross,
Yeah, can you believe
the national champion from South Dakota State and world team member.
And that is, he's got some really good tilts and a little difficult time here with the mat return, but he's going to get a break going off the mat, get a new start.
Green gets set.
Last night pinned Zach Redding of Iowa State in Stanford's win in Ames.
Stay set, Green.
His older sister Nyla wrestles here in Iowa City for the Iowa women's team.
Set.
Yep, feel him hooked. That's it. Work
Good
those
chances for the
stretches.
parents to catch up with
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, work that
both their-
side. Like your wrist. Drive right over it.
their children to see how they're doing with both programs.
Go red.
There we go. Keep going.
Takes riding time over 30 seconds.
The one thing about Valencia is that low stance, he doesn't come out of that very much. He's got a nice, beautiful looking stance, dives back in on a leg, and see Block tried to go ahead and step over that wizard, and he collects another takedown off of that. This is good action here by Valencia.
Still red.
Wonderful job of controlling the hips.
Drops down.
Comes right back up though, so that action is good mat return and actually gets a new start.
Two takedowns.
Let's look at
Already
it. Let's look
45
at it.
seconds of riding
Hey,
time.
guys, go to your corners. We're going to take a look
Ryder
at it.
Block, redshirt freshman from Waverly, Iowa. Four-time finalist, three-time state champion at Waverly Shell Rock.
And Tom Brands walks the brick out to the, Tom Brands doesn't throw the brick, walks it out to the middle of the mat, stares down the Stanford coaching staff.
And I will say this, Jim, over the years, Tom Brands, when
Doesn't
it comes
miss
to
much.
challenging, does a really good job.
Yeah, been saying that for a long time. Okay, right, here's the sweep. I think that takedown was awarded before that. Yeah, that takedown was awarded before that action.
After review, call the mat is
Conrad Duffy
confirmed.
and
3
Josh
takedowns.
Hetfield are officials today.
Whoa, haven't seen that in a long time.
So now Iowa, Jim, is out of challenges for the remainder of the dual meets. Of course, the officials, at their discretion, can go to the video at any time. Two quick takedowns for Aiden Valencia, as it is a quiet Carver Hawkeye Arena. So far, Jim, you talked about it before, very good on his feet, but he's good on the mat as well.
He's good in the top position. He's here covering the fingers. I like that little action right there, scooping the near leg. And so, when the guy comes up, I love this action right here where you scoop that near leg up and actually get your own foot, just try to take it to the sky right there, and it gives you a better opportunity to go ahead and break down your opponent. Right now, you're probably not going to stay with it. Block has the advantage. He just keeps his feet. They may call stalling on the top man.
Green.
No stall call.
Green, get set.
It's one of those situations where Block has to be a little bit more explosive in getting to the feet. It's clear that Valencia doesn't have a great mat return, so you may be a little less excited, Shane, during this broadcast. Right?
Okay.
But
moving
this
him off
match
his base.
I like points, Jim.
Yeah.
I get excited when I look over at the scoreboard and it's breathing heavy. I mean, I want to see the scoreboard exhausted. And this Valencia guy can put him up in a hurry.
He does. But it's like, see this action right now. He's going to come up in that quad pod stand up here.
Goes claw ride once again.
Good sweep down there. That's a little bit more what you'd like to see in a mat return. There, but not enough, quick enough.
Hey, work a pinning
First stall
combination.
call
You're just riding him. You're
Aiden
just
Valencia.
riding him.
Next one will be a point to Block.
Reset.
Block won a couple of Fargo titles in 2022 and 2023. Didn't compete last season.
So what that does strategically, you got to make a decision. Only 40 seconds left. Can you just go ahead and just cut him right here and go back and get your own takedown?
Because that last thing you want to have happen is giving up the escape and then also another stall call.
That's correct.
35.
So scoop the leg. Very tight on that waist right now. You can tell Block doesn't feel comfortable with any back pressure. Now he's given up that wrist, and there's the period.
And Jim, there is our first look at a coffee grinder this season.
That's not a coffee grinder. Hey, I've done some research on this, okay? I've done some research on it. We're going to...
What a period for Aiden Valencia. A pair of takedowns in over 2 minutes of riding time. Chris Ayers at Stanford, now in his second season, was at Princeton for 17 seasons. Four-time Ivy League Coach of the Year, was an All-American as an athlete at Lehigh. And at Princeton, they had a national champion in 1951. And then Patrick Laurie a couple years back at 125, the second ever in program history. And this guy is flat out a darn good wrestling coach.
He really is, and he's been a great match here for Stanford, because I think he's got a pretty good understanding, you know, being at Princeton, what these student athletes have to go through at Stanford, and knows how to attract really great talent here to you know, high achieving academic institutions.
They did a really good job because, of course, his second year took over for Rob Cole, who went back to his alma mater at North Carolina. This was one of the top recruiting classes in the country, and they were able to keep this class in Palo Alto.
That says a lot. But, you know, think about what these Stanford wrestlers have gone through. You know,
3 coaching staffs in the last 5 years.
Yes, when you say staffs, I mean, that's just not the people at the top. That's everybody associated with the program. A lot of faces that have been trying to help them along the way. You know, dealing with the fact that your program was threatened to being dropped. Thank goodness they didn't. Alumni and everybody associated with the university really got behind it. Shane Griffith and the wonderful job that he did, and basically bringing that to everybody's attention here, winning a national championship. So, you know, the guys have been through a lot, but they're also very competitive. And I think they've got great leadership and a great schedule to become great.
Ryder Block been able to ride Valencia for the first minute 20.
Yeah, and you say, why do you do that down 6-1? Well, you're just looking to change the match, and maybe just by a good hard ride for a couple minutes, you wear the guy down a little bit, and that pays dividends in the third period. Another stall warning, so you collected a point. And you don't want to give up a reversal. I don't think he did that there, so.
Still green. Still green.
And he will get the escape.
Neutral.
Extends his lead inside of 15 seconds. Now leads it 7-2.
You can see where Block is just wrestling at just a whole head higher when they're in the freestanding position.
Green. Green choice. Third period.
There is Trent Hidley, multiple-time All-American for Pat Popolizio at North Carolina State.
Hooked up.
Brother Trenton Hidley. Hidley's won a lot of matches in that Wolfpack singlets. Ryder Block had to come from behind to win last Saturday night. He's down by 5 against Aiden Valencia here in this third period.
The freestanding position, you see where that height right now, either you're going to stand higher than them, you got to let the guy in and see if you can score defensively if you're Ryder Block. This is a situation with this overhook kind of pass by situation. He'll limp it out and drive right through, gets both ankles, he'll score.
Great work from Valencia. Gets his third takedown of the match, and he has been as good as advertised.
Yeah, take a look at this off the underhook. He just totally commits to it. Actually limps it out before he tries to put the leg in. It just goes right for the double ankle finish right there. There's no getting out of that.
See the Stanford bench. Coaching staff loves what they are seeing from Aiden Valencia.
Green, Red's on the shots.
Stalling warning on Block now here. This is where Valencia is really putting it together here as far as trying to score. Going to shelf that near leg.
Bonus point territory here for Stanford. Limp arm once again.
Missed the sweep. Let's see if he can get close and do it again.
Good flexibility there from Block.
Center.
45 seconds left in this third period. Riding time and on factor.
Ooh, went for the cradle right there. That's locked up.
Okay.
Valencia, quick glance at the official to see if the points are going to be awarded.
Nothing. Nothing.
Down to 30 seconds.
Break.
And we'll come back center of the mats.
Well, you have to be impressed with how Valencia is staying on the offense. You know, he got rid from the better part of the second period. It shows no signs of that wear right there. Is keeping a good low stance and getting his offense off right there.
Shot from block. Nice job there by the Hawkeye. Good job there, Jim, wrestling for his team.
Yeah.
The block will give the quick escape.
Yeah, and everybody's doing the new math now. You know, 11 to 6. Can he get there? Right there. It still needs 2 takedowns to be able to do it, but that's not going to happen with the time left.
Aiden Valencia, the true freshman for Stanford, comes in to Carver Hawkeye and gets the 11-6 decision.